I took the tab out, it was a lot easier. To be honest with you, the space between these two here is a lot bigger than what the tab was for anyway. So this was like a spacer, but the actual space is, I don't think you'll be able to see it really, but well, you kind of can. You can see it's a lot bigger between the two, like down here. So there was little point in doing that. Okay. All right. So that's where that went. Then we are going to put in a person, which is going to sit right on the edge here. Here. I don't think it goes here because I know something else goes here. I think I'm going to put the other things in first, because they go kind of behind it. So this goes here, this little arch. I can't see anyway. Oops. Try and get it in. Wiggle and wiggle. Okay. So what they wanted you to do was put in a person here, and also a tree here before you put this piece in, which doesn't make any sense to me. So he's only coloured on one side. Okay, I'm going to have to turn it to me to put pressure on. Get the tree in first, and then I will just show you. Wiggle and a wiggle. Okay, the tree is in. I will say the pieces are quite tight to go in. I just want to break anything else. Okay, so then you've got your person, your tree, which kind of looks pretty cool. Now we will put in a arch here, and then another single arch over here. So let me do that, and I can see that this needs a couple of pieces pulled out of it that are still stuck in there. Make sure those other ones are off. Alright, I'm going to go and do that because I need to face it to me anyway. Okay, didn't even take long. Just one of those that needs a bit of wiggling. So that looks pretty cool. You got your three arches there, it's a nice effect. You got your tree, looks a bit bent from this angle. And those are in. Next we are going to build the London Bridge, which is all these pieces. So first of all, it doesn't matter which one. This is the one that I had all the numbers all over the place, by the way. So you want the longer one, this one here, at the bottom. Yes. And then the higher one at the top. Let's make sure it's the right way around. I think it is. Wiggle and a wiggle, and then this one goes in here. Wiggle and a wiggle. Lots of wiggling. My hands should lose weight, huh? If only it did. And then this one on top, which will not too bad, I say, as I cracked it, I didn't break it. Oh, I lost a thing of being poked out here. Okay. It could have been worse. Just a small crack. Wasn't terrible. And then you want these in on the ends, pointing downwards. The tab is downwards. So we will do a wiggle and a wiggle. Doesn't say that there's a right or wrong way, so I guess we just have the part number at the top there. Okay. And the same with this one. Alright, that is all the way in, and then this, see, it's decorated nicely on both sides, and right, this goes in. Maybe I'm getting us to put that in and then something else in front of it, behind it now. Okay, this goes in here. So you've got your tabs there, this one here, and that one here. Again, I'm probably going to have to face it to me unless I do really want to break it. Alright guys, be 1 second. Okay, the effort was real. I ended up taking both these ends off because they've already been on the bridge. It wasn't so bad. Probably if I'd taken the back one off and put all these pieces back together on the platform, because it'd been in once, it kind of makes the holes a little bit bigger. Wow, the things you say. Alright, moving on. So then we are doing St. Paul's, I believe. Yes, I think so. So C11, C12 are, for what I can see, identical. So I think they're just giving you some height. And they say to put this in first, and then we are going to be putting in, I believe, an arch in front of it. So I think this goes like here. What's going to go on either side of here? Let me see if I can work it out. What's going to be coming? I don't see anything. Because this will go here. So I'm going to put this in as well. It tells you to put it, well, maybe I should listen, huh? I'll do it the way they say. I'm just not seeing what's going to go into those other two holes. I mean, I know this one's going into one, but I don't know what's going to go into the other ones. Maybe soldiers? Just trying to see. No, I don't think so. I think they just have holes in for no reason. I don't like that idea. Okay, so let's put this right in front. Again, it's going to be a wiggle and a wiggle. So I think I'm going to put it in and then take it out. It's a bit dangerous. But because the base is so tight, it might be easier to do that. Okay, that one's started to go. I'll just ease it out and get the other one to start to go. Because I think once it's had a little bit of a push, maybe it helps. Alright, so let's put these back in here. Not sure why it's got a platform. I guess it's got, well, I don't know why it's got a platform actually. Can't say. Maybe it's to make it look like, oh, you know, there's a difference in the width of these guys to make it look like steps. So make sure you have the one marked C12 on top, which they do actually say that in the instructions. And then you've got steps then. I still don't think this is going to be easy to put on by any stretch of the imagination. He's lined up, I think. Okay, I'm sure you don't want to see me struggle. Let me pause a second. Alright, I just turned it on its side and it worked. Turned it up on its back rather, and it worked. I could see better as to where it was going to go. This one, in theory, should go in fine. Note the word theory. Okay. Right, so pulls is very plain on the back there. I mean, that's why I think there's something going to go here, but I just don't see what they're putting there. Right, next we move on to a fountain, and they have numbered these wrong as well, but we understand the principle right now. So we are using pegs on the board, 4 of them, to put these onto. So I'm guessing this is meant to be Trafalgar Square. Maybe if it goes in here first. It's not very centred, is it, on this piece? The water's all to one side. I reckon it's meant to be like that. I mean, according to the instructions, you just push everything through. And there's square holes, so it shouldn't matter which way you're doing it. If I get started, oh, maybe that one got started. It's crooked, but it might have got started. Maybe I can push it through. Only another 3 to do. I will get on with that then. Okay, that took a moment. Alright, then all we have to do is push them into here. How should we have the water? I guess with more of it at the front. You know what would have been easier, I reckon, rightly or wrongly, would have been to have put all of this on before putting the lid on the box itself. I reckon. But it just would have been. I got one in. Should use my hook. Okay. They are all in. I wonder if they're meant to be in that much. Oh, it says to glue this. No, it doesn't say to do anything. It just says put it on there. On top of these. It must be glue. How else would it stay on? There's nothing else coming on this. It's not going to have a big fountain in the middle like Trafalgar Square has. That was the easiest part I'd done, was the gluing. Right, no, don't say I've lost my pin. That's the first time in several models, guys. Okay, let me go find it. Alright, going to put some decorations in before we can't access anything. We have the London Tower, I believe, next, and a pillar box, phone box, old phone box. So let's stick these people in. It would have been probably easier putting him in before we put the bridge in, but hey ho. And one over the other side. That one went in nice and easy. And then this one here. some of the fire hydrants. Maybe that's why it went in too easy. Dang it. I think that's a fire hydrant. No, D18. This one a fire hydrant goes in. Dogs were like that. And also over. Where's the other D18 going? I don't see where it's going. Maybe it's a spare. Heat is going in here by the other side of the bridge like we were trying to do in the first place. Word was trying. And I think I'm going to go and play ball with the dogs. Get this done. Have this face me a bit so I don't break it. Probably going to break my nails more than break the model. Come on, in you go. There we go. It's definitely a wiggler. This goes in. I found a spot for this. Over here, it's a light. So you've got a little light here, and that's going to go in here. Okay, we have another fire hydrant which doesn't seem to be placed. You'd think another soldier goes in here, wouldn't you? Maybe this isn't a soldier. Maybe this is a fire hydrant. No, it says a soldier. 1, 2, 3, 4. I have 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So where have I done it wrong? This one. I think that one's a fire hydrant. This fella goes in here. It did go in too easy, didn't it, back there? Okay. And this is going to be a fire hydrant by the big building. I can't remember what the building's called. I should know. I'm sure it's some sort of business centre. Right, let you have a look at what we've done so far while I struggle to get this one in. Sometimes it's just the ankles. This would have been easier to have put in before the bridge. Okay. Once they start going in, it's not too bad. It's really quite cute. I wouldn't mind doing another one of these, you know. I mean, I know I complain, but you know, I still wouldn't mind. And then we have a tree by this guy. Hey, he's got a bit of shade. Make sure it's the right one. And it is the tree going in. Yes. This hole doesn't look anywhere big enough for the tree. And I don't think this soldier's in the wrong place either. It's not going to go in the house. It's meant to go in here. A soldier and a tree. No, it is the other way around. Darn it. Oh yeah. You can see that hole slightly bigger. Alright, Let's get you in, fella. Okay. And the tree goes here. He's still going to have some shade, so that's the good news. Okay, and the tree went in okay. And then we have another tree which is going to go in here. There we go, guys. Alright, that's a lot of the decorative parts done. Just make sure they are all in okay. Yeah, it is a kind of cool little building. It's a shame I broke that one piece, but well, two pieces I guess. But you can't really tell. Well, other than the fact that that's not in the right spot, but I'll sort that in a minute. Right, let's get and do this tower. Alright, so I found this piece, which, remember me saying about it weird having two holes there? I think it was going to go in here. I got all excited that that was where it was meant to go, but now I don't know so much. Hold on. This one goes there. Okay, I thought it was weird to have two holes and nothing going in them. Oh, this is going to be fun. Let me take a tree out so I don't break it. And take this one out. I just missed doing a step. Quite a big step. Actually, maybe I could pull that one forward. I think I can. Just slip behind it. There we go. Wasn't too bad, but at least it's not got the plain walls now. Right, tree cut back in. Right, so I'm in the middle of painting the telephone box red on the side so it doesn't stand out, but in the meantime we will start on this. So we start with this piece, and it's Big Ben. Don't know why I thought it was anything else, in Westminster. Yeah, it is this way. And that goes in there. And this one, make sure your clock is facing outwards, goes in here. And then this one goes on here. I'm going to need a top. Does it not have a top? Yes, it does. D2. I just forgot to get the top. Okay, sorry about that. So this goes in here. This is one of those that you think to yourself, would it be easier to put the parts on here? Because they go in quite easily into here before putting it all together. I think I'm going to do that, you know, because I struggle to get them in this baseboard. So maybe if I do it this way, bear with me. Right, let's try that again. So yeah, so I think that's what I'm going to do, is I'm going to actually build it as we go on here. Doesn't mean it will work, but it is easier putting these together than the other way, except for this one. Well, actually now it's been in once, so it'll probably be fine. I mean, these match up quite well. Okay, and then the last one is this one here. Wiggle, wiggle. Oops. Push this piece in. Oh, that worked alright, didn't it? Hate to speak too soon, but that worked a lot better than it could have. And then just put the top in, which fit very easily. I'm going to put a little bit of glue here, I think, because this doesn't tie up. And see if that fixes. So I take it out and put a small clamp on here, I think, for now. Alright, so I've just got that being clamped so it sticks together fine. Next we are doing the pillar box, which I've just put some more red on, so I'm going to give that a moment. So we will do the other bits that go in front of here. And we have 3 pieces. Looks like 4, doesn't it? What's this from then? Have I missed something? I don't see that I've missed anything. Let's put these in and then I'll worry about it. So these go in here. No, they go in front, so this one will go in first. Like so. Wiggle and wiggle again. Have it facing me, wiggle, wiggle. It's not quite lining up actually. Just seeing, one sec. Oh, it does go in here. I can see where 2 line up, but the third one not so much. It's like this hole here is just slightly off, plus too big for the tab. But this is where it's meant to go. Oh, knew that would happen, didn't we? Wiggling a wiggle isn't so wiggly right now. I was so happy with how the base went together. I had high hopes that this was going to work without any breaks. We had a few, but they're not terrible. Well, that one's not great, but this is quite difficult because you don't want to lean on the spokes like I just did. If I can grab a piece of this wood. Oh, just breaks the wood. That's how hard it is to put in. Almost in, except for that end one. You can see it's still quite a way off of here. Struggle. Alright, I pulled it forward and then I was able to put that in. I'm going to do this last. So next we have in is this one. So again, maybe if I pull it forward, this one feels a little bit easier to grab than that one. As long as I don't do it on the ends, I think. You know, the bit that needs to go in. And leave that with me. Okay, I've got that in and done. We also have a spire to put on the top of Big Ben. So then, I'm missing this piece, and we have the phone box to put together, but I don't know where this piece goes, so which is quite a large piece to be missing, but I can't see any slots that I have not put something in, which is a little concerning as to where it goes. So let's put this together and then I will look into this in a little bit. Alright, so we want the windows towards the front. So, like I said, I did paint the edges red. It's a very loose fit, so I think I'm going to do what I did last time. So I put this on the back, because it does seem to be the struggle is putting it into the board itself. Make sure you've got the red on the outside. Then you put the side on. Boink, ping. Let's get it in the base here. Maybe I should put the sides on before I put the back on. The other side. It's not broken, it's just I don't seem to have a good grip. There we go. And then I'm going to put this piece in, which is for the top. Let's put that in this one first. Straighten it up. Put it in the base and push it all together. Let's take that out before I break it. And that is done. And then we got our little person to put on here, wherever he sticks. So let me go and check on this one piece that I seem to have missing. Alright, I found it. It's right back here, which I might be able to squeeze it in. It's tight. It's actually tight with the triangular bit holding the big eye on. Okay, over a little bit more. At least I don't have to look for the picture. I just looked at the model like, okay, where's two holes that I'm not seeing? And you want to make sure there's big wheels in front of it, by the way. Okay, so where can I grab? There we go. That one's almost in. And that one's in. And that one's now out. It should go in. We've had it in once. And this came off. That broke on the place that had already got broken once. Right, let me fix that. It didn't break, it just came out of its socket, so not too bad. Alright, and that is all there is to it. So not a bad build at all. I'm actually really pleased with the result. Everything's in. Now all we have to do is see if it works. So like I say, make sure that's in front. Don't forget this building. It probably would have been easier to put it before then, but it wasn't impossible either. So like what was it, this one? I think I'd forgotten until afterwards. Don't know why. Sometimes I just don't see the instructions, I think. Right, let's see what we got. Ah! Look! It's going round. How cool is that? How awesome. Rewind it up a little more so you can hear the dulcet tones more. And that's what we have. So not a bad little model. I would do another one of these, especially now I know about the difficulties of getting the things in. In reality, what would be easier is you go around and you just make sure those holes are a little bit bigger, or don't put this base on until you've got everything on it, and that would have worked just as well not to have had it on. Just then you can, because then you can press on the base something sturdier, although this is pretty sturdy. How cool is that? Let's go and see what we're going to do next then. Okay, it's still going. So they gave you wax, by the way, but there was nothing to put it on really, so I don't know, because it didn't say to put it on that piece of metal, but then you glued that other part to it, so why would you put it on that anyway? I don't know. Maybe you were meant to put it on, checking my instructions now, maybe you were meant to put it on the bottom of that piece. No, nothing was said. Don't know the answer to this question. Right, it's going to be playing in the background, sorry about that. This is what we will do next. So we are going to do an old valley. So I've done something similar to this, not the same, similar to this, which folded up, or it didn't fold up at all. But this one does look like it folds up, so it will be a book nook, and by the looks of it, it's kind of looking like nothing special on the outside. So it's kind of is looking like a fake book. So that is what we'll do. Don't know how many parts it is. Does it even say? Nope, not unless I can read Chinese, and I'm not brushed up, I'm afraid. So we will just see what it says when we open it tomorrow. For ages 14 plus. Oh, good. I thought it was a bit of sarcasm then. Although I will say that this, after doing the little plane, this was a breeze in comparison. I mean, I had a break back here on the eye, had one of the tabs for this go, that's not a big thing, and I had this spire go, and to be honest with you, that was it. That isn't bad at all. I heard a crack on the bridge as well, but nothing broke, so that's always good. So thank you very much for watching. Do leave any comments, please like and subscribe, and most of all, do take care of yourselves, and that really is the most important thing. And I will see you again tomorrow. Take care, everybody. Bye.